So we live now?
And we are live.
All right. Welcome to Painting Platinum. Um, it's been a crazy day so far, so I just gotta pop my eyelashes on. We'll get painting. But I'm Sadie. Is this number 24, Justin? Painting Platinum
It's,
24?
it's, I think it's 23.
20. I think it's 24. Hi, Miss Demp. Hi, Margaret. It's good to see you guys again. Um, I'm really happy to be back. Hi. Um, yeah, Justin's gonna be really busy today, for real. So if you've got that on bingo,
I think it would have been 24, but you missed last week, remember?
you might be right. But I thought we skipped. I don't know. We skipped one of them. We went straight to another one. It's just been wild. So trying magnetic eyelashes, and they're supposed to be like a lot faster, but you have to put on 3 layers of magnetic eyeliner. So I really don't know how much faster that's going to be, to be honest. I just don't see that being faster. And what better time to try it than when I'm already late? So, so I need one more thing. But yeah, it's been a good week. Everything's slowly getting back to normal. Uh, yeah. So, I don't know. Life and stuff. I'm still painting Ingrid the Gnome. I told myself I'm going to finish today. I know I always say I'm going to finish, but I really think I'm going to finish. Hi, Scott Beal. And then I don't think I'm prepared to like share what they are, but I've talked about how I'm going to be streaming with my boyfriend, and our first thing we're going to do is me teaching him how to paint based on the Learn to Paint kits. So, what's going to be cool is because I'm teaching someone else, it's going to be a little bit more focused. It'll probably move a little bit more quickly, and it might be a little easier to follow along with. So I have picked out some minis. I just want to make sure that there's some that we have enough of. Like, I know that they're in stock, but I want to make sure that we have a few in stock. Hi, Jedi Jared. So that I'm not telling people to buy something that we really don't have that much of. Not that I think it is gonna be like Miniature Monday or whatever, but I just want it to be available should people want to do that. So, and it's just like similar sculpts, similar minis. I'm doing a female orc. Not that many female orcs, but I'm gonna do a female orc, and I think I can't remember what I picked. I'll have to go through, and maybe next week I'll be able to like put links in. I might share what I picked, and then I don't know. Who knows? We'll do it like jazz. We'll just, yeah. Um, exactly, Pendrake. Painting a 1-to-1 eye. Don't ever do that. That's gross. Don't do that. Okay. Whatever. That's just gonna have to work. Thank you, Skelsey. Excited to be back. So like, I need to stay where I need to stay. So let me think. Last Monday, I think, last Sunday or Monday, both my grandparents have been sick. My grandpa had been sick for like 12 days, and he just didn't feel well, and his oxygen wasn't staying up. And then my grandma got sick. So I was really keeping an eye on her, and I like pop in on them in the middle of the night to make sure they're doing okay. And I hadn't been checking my grandpa's oxygen in the middle of the night anymore, but he was breathing really fast. So I checked on him, and his oxygen was 47. So like he didn't understand, because oxygen's one of those things where it's like you shouldn't be under 90. Like, okay, but like what's kind of dangerous? What's really dangerous? Like, what is that? And a lot of people don't know it. So he had an appointment with the doctor like on the phone, And they told him if it gets below 90, he has to go in the hospital, but he didn't buy that, so whatever. So anyway, it got to 47. He went to the hospital next day. They kept him for like 3 days. They took 2 liters of fluid off of his lungs. He had like really bad pneumonia, and he was just trying to like rub some dirt on it like old men do. So I'm really thankful that he finally went in, so I finally could get some sleep and quit checking on him. But yeah, so he's doing better. Dr. Bob says the only difference in female and male orcs is that the males don't shave as close. Exactly. So, yeah, so everybody's home. He's like on new medication, and he feels a lot better, which is good. I was sure he had the big C word, but he didn't. And I'm so thankful. Like I literally think I said I would bet my life on it that he had it, because he had been sick for so long and his oxygen got so low without him really feeling that bad. But whatever, everybody's cool. Okay, so Pendrake, what I read is the lower you are below 90 on the home oximeters, the less accurate they are. So it did show 47. I don't know if it was actually 47, but it was low. So yeah, excellent. Oh my gosh, Sharky. Yeah. He just looked bad. He just looked like red and dark in a kind of odd way. So yeah, everybody's doing well. And I'm really thankful. It's a trip being around people that are going through stuff like that. It's a different stage of life. So I'm getting into my little book here. Oh, Sharky, mine's an old farmer too. I say that my family handles sick people like they do in Westerns. Like they know no numbers or anything. It's just like rub some dirt on it and drink some whiskey and bite on this rag and just go for it. It's all by feel, and I don't know. And I'm like Dr. Google. Hi, Mini Painting Studio. It's bizarre, but whatever. And I've been handling all the now the doctors are doing like phone appointments, and they don't have a smartphone. They don't know how to do that, so I've been handling all that. Sorry, I'm like so discombobulated. Okay, so Ingrid the Gnome, also known as Heath Ledger Joker. What is a good purple paint to order? What have I made recently? I think 9240's a purple that I've made recently that's pretty. I just made 9483. Oh, hi, Frumpy Glass. Let's see. Any of the early purples, so like within the first, amethyst, exactly. All good stuff. Amethyst is a good one. Let me think what else. Ooh, my favorite is, it's light though, is Sorcerer's Mist. I really like Sorcerer's Mist. Is phthalo green a pigment that makes it hard to make more of? I don't think so. Like the clear phthalo. I think the clear phthalo is the only one. The clear phthalo, clear orange. The two clear phthalos and the clear orange are the only ones that aren't like available yet. I'm hoping, like, cross your fingers. I'm hoping that changes really soon. Oh, you're very welcome, McKnight. Howdy, Albevazen. Oh, Imperial Purple. That's a good one, too. As far as I know, though, Mini Painting Studio, it's just another pigment. They are kind of weird though. Like all the pigments are sort of weird, but those act kind of different. Paul John's Life got a sample. That's excellent. I think this week we'll give away another Sophie Silver and Paint Pokey. We'll get a pop in from Justin here pretty soon to confirm. So every 5 subs, resubs, gift subs, what are
Any
those?
any
Prime
sort of
subs.
subs.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Achilles Blade. But yeah, hopefully we'll get the Thalos. Hi, Valander the Red. So we need, for every 5 subs, we're going to give away 1. So 5 subs, then the hashtag free will be open. Is that what you just said, Justin? I'm so out of it. Oh, Sophie Silver and Paint Pokey Tool. One what? I think I... One, yes, 1 Phthalo Green, yeah. 1 Phthalo Green. Margaret just picked up the Bones 5 paint kit. It was the last one I needed. Of course, had all the colors I really wanted. Yeah. I know I'm doing well. Purpley can. I hope everybody else is too. I need to tilt this camera so you don't see my secret junk. Unprofessional. Oh well, you can see my secret junk, whatever, you can't see it. Oh, thanks, Mini Painting Studio. Thanks, Dr. Bob. I've basically been going through and looking at all the old discontinued and pro paints and swatching. Okay, this is going to be real fangirly, but the best part, i5 Paints is, well, one of the best parts was that we have, we make these paints, and I'm not naming them. Anne usually does. So I have kind of fun little names to myself for when I make a color. But also my other favorite part, and I think I said this a couple weeks ago, is when Proctor was using one of the new colors and liked it, I was like so proud, and like I just swelled with pride. I loved it. I was so excited that it worked. It did it. So and then just the process of it. I love color. I love just looking at color and messing with it, and I almost said tilting it, shifting them, and thank you, Zewo Race.
By the way, we're up to 2 giveaways as of two different bombs, and thank you, Josh, for the gift subs.
Yes, thank you.
11 total currently. I am trying to keep a count best I can. And the giveaway is now active, so hashtag free should work.
Hashtag free should work. Dwarf Butt Brown. I don't think Dwarf Butt Brown's coming anytime soon. Next will be the pirate colors, and I've talked a little bit to Ron about that. I'm trying to avoid, or 22 minutes and I haven't painted. I'm trying to avoid going too pretty with them because that's not what it's about, being a pirate. It's just a fun bonus. So, anyway. So yeah, I have done the second highlight layer on the cloak. I think I did the second highlight layer on the skin. We're going to dry brush the hair with Woodland Brown. We're going to do 2 parts Woodland Brown, 1 part bleached linen. And yeah, that's it. No water. Okay. Thank you, Image of Betrayal. Oh, thank you, Groz Yeti. Yay. Yay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, pretty is okay. I am K Markey. Okay, so i5 Paints, I'm thinking about a coral because we have a really pretty coral we discontinued. Now, like, as far as I'm concerned and what I want, I'll never just like, and this I kind of get from Anne. Anne never wants to remake the same colors. They'll always be a little different. So, You're so sweet, Paul John's life. He's gonna sit this out since they already got their Sophie Silver, and I'll swatch it for you. I only have a well palette I can swatch it on. I have my tile, but it's got secrets on it. My tile is covered in secrets. Thanks, Planar Crossroads. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we got going. I don't know that I shook that enough, but yeah. You guys are kind to each other, so I know you're my people. Kindness and love and all of the virtues celebrated by Sailor Moon. Justice and peace. Okay, so I'm going to use my number 2 flat brush. And then, yeah, Sailor Moon. I've been thinking about Sailor Moon. Oh, look, Hype Train. You remember that guy that came in last time and got mad at us because I didn't say anything about the Hype Train, and he said it was going to be like a real long time before I ever saw one again?
Yeah, he was trolling.
Oh, well, I got another one. I didn't realize how rough he got with you until I watched it later. Sorry about that. That's the internet, I suppose.
Yeah, he was a couple of sentences away from a permaban, but I left him alone.
I just told him he was delightful.
And that's how you handle trolls, really, honestly. You just have to be, super delightful with them. You can't feed into it because that's what they want. Yeah. And if it gets too nonsensical, we send them on their way.
But yeah, it was it was funny. I hope you thought it was funny. I hope you didn't get too sensitive about it. I thought it was funny. Justin feeds me like a mama bird and blows on my hot bites of soup so he feeds trolls. It's cute.
Yeah, no, I can confirm. I think Jonas has witnessed that firsthand. Why not? We'll go with that. Also, by the way, that's Josh. In case you didn't actually know.
Mini painting.
He's supposed to be moving today, so hopefully that went well, and hopefully the weather has stayed nice for him, and those sorts of things. Hopefully he hasn't hurt his back. There's a lot of different factors there, so hope all is well as in your world there, Josh.
I'm sure it's said all the time, but moving is the equivalent amount of stress on you as a death. It's terrible. Terrible moving. Man, I was playing with a Justin Salmon pants color. I don't want to show it. I might show it in a little bit. I got so much to show and tell, guys. You can't really see it. I need to rearrange my office so you can see all the cute, fun stuff. But, and this is so not pro, but I'm going to show you my twinkle lights because they're pretty.
That's rough, Josh. Wow. Ooh. Upside of things is at least now all of that's done, so all you gotta do is just move, and that's it, Yeah. And yeah, I assume Sadie will be on the show tonight, assuming she's not busy.
I will be. So my office is like a bedroom, and you know what? It's becoming like, I've been obsessed with it lately. I've been putting it's been like my hobby. And I think it just makes me happy. I think it's just become kind of my happy place. I'm not in here very much, but I've gotten some new plants. Got hydrangeas. I don't think you can see them, though. No, you can't. Well, anyway, they're not going to stay in here very long because they don't like it in here. Oopsies. There you go, Graz.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right, Graz. We should fire that boom operator.
So, this is going to be rough, but if you look up to my ceiling, see my sparkle lights?
Also, I need you a little more in the frame. We're seeing too much of your background. I think they want to see more of you.
Well, here's the problem with that. Not tall enough.
You're
And then I got the stool. I went and stole the stool from distribution. And
All right, if we hit 50 subs, we'll buy a booster seat for Sadie.
sorry, yeah, I really do. I was looking for phone books. And I was like, gosh, people don't have phone books anymore. That's as good as I can do you for.
Get you a restaurant booster seat.
I need one with like the weird little crotch bump. What's that for?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know.
So okay, so I'm gonna start painting. Sorry, I have to move. Yeah, phone book. Yeah, I may be one. Did you ever have to get set up on phone books?
Me? No, I was born an 11-pound baby.
Oh
Um,
God.
and I just got much larger from there, to be honest with you.
So what do you do for
I have
Mother's Day? Just
inherited.
apologize profusely?
Yeah, I mean, actually, for Mother's Day, my brother and I gave my mom a World Drop Wow mount that had dropped that was worth a lot of money that she was ecstatic about.
A
My brother
what?
bought her a mount. It's a Wow thing. It's a mount. It's like
Wow.
something you run around on. My brother bought her a mount through the store, and then we both chipped in to give her a some Blizzard like time so she could buy the super upgrade for the. She loves World of Warcraft. It's the only game she plays.
Really? That makes sense. It's like me and my Skyrim. Um, Uline catalogs.
Hey, Adrian's got some Uline catalogs in there.
I am refraining from my Uline. I'm not even going to mention it. I'm going to stay off of it. But anybody who works in my department's heard this. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay, please do, because I'm curious now.
Um,
What do you mean, Sharky? What is my family? If you meant like they are human, however, I am the largest in my family by a large margin. I look like the milkman's baby, to be honest.
you might be.
I might be, yeah. That's
You
fair.
no. You sound like your brother though. Y'all sound alike. So there's obviously something.
That's because we were raised together. We picked up on. I mean, to be fair, I raised him to a degree too. So.
Yeah. This has got me almost like going on this conspiracy thing. So has anybody read Helter Skelter, the book about the Manson murders by Vince Bugliosi? It's a Hi Inara Paints. So I listened to this podcast. I listened to this podcaster. His name is Greg Fitzsimmons. He's one of my favorites. He's a really cool comedian from like the East Coast, and really cool guy. And forever he's been talking about his friend who wrote this book or was writing this book. He was writing this book for like 20 years about Charles Manson and about MK Ultra, which is usually not something I hop onto. Just never got into MK Ultra. But so anyway, I'm trying to think of his last name. I think the book is called Chaos. And so anyway, he wrote this book about all these connections with MK Ultra, those government experiments, and the Manson family. And it's really cool. I'm listening to it right now, but the guy was on Joe Rogan talking about it, and it was a good one. It was a good one. If you're looking for a good one to check out. And I'm not really like as into that, but apparently, and this is what got me on the subject. I swear I didn't just pull this out of thin air. Yeah.
What?
So Vince Bugliosi, there's this part in the book where he talks about how Vince Bugliosi got obsessed with the idea that the milkman fathered his wife's child and like stalked this dude and like made their life really hard. And it's like public knowledge. The milkman's family did this like, what's it called? Did like a sorry, I have my stuff in like all the worst places today. They did a press conference on it, like weird stuff. So apparently old Vince Bugliosi was a trip. But anyway, it didn't really have much to do with anything. But it was, if you're into podcasts, that was a good listen. This does not happen to me that often. I feel very safe at Reaper. I've been up at Reaper at all hours of the night for years and years and years. I listened to this podcast and I had to call my boyfriend. I was scared to turn the lights off here to leave. I was scared. Real weird stuff. I may be one. Basically about how, like, I don't know if you've ever read about how many times Charles Manson stayed out of prison. He should have been back in prison so many times. Weird stuff. And like the coolest part, I hate hidden knowledge. I love and hate hidden knowledge. And apparently there is a secret interview with Tex Watkins. I can't remember his last name, if it was Watson or Watkins. Anyway, Tex, one of the only other males in the Manson family, there's this secret recorded interview between him and his lawyer where he talks about the motive for those murders, which is kind of still unknown. You know, the whole helter-skelter thing. Anyway, enough about murder and conspiracies in the government and Charles Manson. That was my little corner for the day. But it was a trip and it was spooky. You ever get scared up here, Justin? You can admit it. Sorry.
Back when the East Warehouse was not internet or paint or anything, and then it was like later, I would not go into that warehouse. It was pretty awful.
Why? Just creeped you out?
Yeah. You don't remember how creepy it was in there?
Oh, before it was finished?
Yeah, no, before it was even internet, when it was just the stock of all the metal stuff, and it was we had the original Bones line in there.
I remember it being the parking lot, and then I remember it being finished. Am I skipping over something?
So the parking lot got finished, and then years later they decided to turn what is now internet into internet. But before that building was internet and paint, right? Because it's both. Mm-hmm. It was nothing but those long, rolly, the racks, the big racks that we used to keep all of the backstock metal in. This would have been circa like just after Bones 1 release, basically.
Mini Painting Studios says, I got scared in the streaming studio, but I realized the noise I heard was Ron in his second office. How many second offices does Ron have? And what are in them? What is in them? They're locked. I should have busted into one during the apocalypse. Maybe there's like Ron suits. Maybe Ron is like an alien and he just wears these like Ron suits, and I didn't have much further to go into that. Conspiracy hour, guys. Ron meat suits. Lizard people. It's the bathroom. Okay, so there's actually okay. Yeah. So also there is a rumor that Reaper is haunted. I never believed it. It's never been that way. Yeah, you can come up with rumors. I5 Paints. It's my favorite part. I was never scared of it. And then after we expanded, this is what I think. This is my theory. After we expanded, that's when I started feeling kind of spooky up here. And hear people call their name. And what's actually really funny is that I was up here at like 4 a.m. one time, and I heard Matt Clark call Anne. How weird is that? How low is my self-confidence that I hear the ghost call somebody else? And there was nobody here.
To be fair, that probably happened, though.
Matt Clark wasn't here. Yeah, Dr. Bob plus Goatman. Do y'all know about Goatman?
Yeah, Goatman's Bridge, right?
Goatman's Bridge is... Okay, so like Ed's talked about this. This area was like the county seat. It was like the oldest part of Denton County. And there's a bridge over here, and they eventually closed it. You used to be able to drive across it, but they eventually closed it. And yeah, there's ghost tours over there.
I was about to say, did you know that it showed up on one of the, I think it was the Discovery Channel?
Yeah, on
Ghost Hunters. It was on episode of Ghost Hunters. Yeah,
The
I think it
Zach
was episode
Baggins one.
that one. Yes.
Yeah. Um, yeah. All sorts of weird stuff. Uh, yeah. Every small town has a Goat Man's Bridge, though. You might be right. And like a Crybaby Bridge. Um, yeah. Okay, so Sharky recommended a last podcast on the left about Charles Manson. I listened to, let's get into something else that I'm real passionate about, that I'm on the case about. I listened to a John Benet Ramsey episode of theirs, and they made me mad because they acted like Patsy wasn't smart enough to come up with that ransom note. She was a journalism major. Like, a lot of their facts were wrong. Maybe I need to re-listen to one that I'm not so obsessed with the case, because I get on the case. I get on it. And I'm on this John Benet Ramsey case. And when I listen to a podcast and they get a fact wrong, I get very upset.
Actually, Zambi's little known fact: Reaper John is easily terrified. So I think if he had to walk around Reaper with a flashlight under his face with like the lights off, he might actually pee his pants.
Yeah, they definitely have their opinions. Yeah, I've heard that. But God, they make money. They are a very popular podcast. Okay. 2 parts Heather Blue, 1 part bleach linen, 2 drops water. I'm going to keep going, guys. Yeah, sometimes they lean into the entertainment part of edutainment. Yeah. But yeah. So. My boyfriend said the cutest thing ever this week, old Frompy. So like I had an experience, and this is kind of getting into like what's going on at home. I had this experience where I got really pissed at my grandma's doctor. And I won't go like too deep into it, but I felt kind of dumb and I just wasn't happy. Like I just wasn't happy with what was going on with these like phone appointments. Stuff kind of gets weird. And like I consider myself like the WebMD. I'm like a pretend doctor. And I said something to my boyfriend about how I'm not I'm like not even a doctor anymore, pretend doctor. And he told me, he said, "You are a doctor and you're a detective and a lawyer." Because I like to pretend to be all those things. Is anybody else? Is that just me? I am the best pretend lawyer fake money can buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? That's right. Mm-hmm.
You'd want me
Fact.
as your fake lawyer.
Pure fact.
And yeah, but mostly a doctor. But yeah, I do get on the case. I'm not the best detective, but yeah. But it was the sweetest thing. I was like, this is the sweetest. Like, no man has ever known me like this. No man has ever known what I want to hear. You know what I want to hear? That I'm a doctor and a detective and a lawyer. And sometimes I'm CPS. I don't have kids, so I sometimes like to complain about how other people are raising their children. I'm sure everybody else does that, though. Boots, gloves, belt. Second highlight layer. I did... Sorry, guys. What's the point of even having this if you can't see it? 2 parts heather blue, 1 part bleach linen. Oh, 2 drops water. Whoopsies.
Belly to belly with the shirt up, even Josh. That'd be great. And also, Grazietti, I don't know if 50 subs is enough to make John go into a haunted house. He really does not like scary stuff.
You know what? A bunch of people did go on a ghost hunt here, but let me tell you what I didn't like about it from what I've heard. I've heard that they set up creepy... Did your brother tell you about this? I heard that they set up like creepy dolls and stuff. If I'm going on what's supposed to be a real ghost hunt, don't put creepy things in there. I'm good on that. But, you know what happened? I don't think Ed has talked about this. Ed had I don't know. it's not like a secret that Ed likes guns, right? I
No,
guess
I mean
it's not
he's
now.
no. I mean he's not a connoisseur of guns, but I guess he's well informed and he enjoys them as the shooting sport that is
Yeah.
possible for them.
He's not like
Yeah,
a
he's not gun crazy. He's not
right,
anything
right.
like that. He likes the intricacies that makes a weapon fire, much like myself.
So, whatever, I'm sorry. He's not a crazy. We're from Texas, but he had a gun in his like I think it was in like a glove box that locked and has like a code. And they went to this ghost hunt, and when he came out, that part of his car, like that lock, didn't work anymore. Something happened, it scrambled. And Ed's like not a skeptic, but he's very like 100% tries to debunk everything. And it was pretty weird. Pretty weird that happened. They had to like go to the dealership and get things like whatever checked out.
Yeah, I would say as far as guns, it's more like Ed and I fall into that category of we don't there's lots of guys out there that pick up a gun and they fire it and they get that like rush of adrenaline and power and they get this like weird trip off of it.
Uh-huh.
Ed and I are more like we pull the trigger and go, interesting, why did that do what it did? Oh, and it didn't do what I expected to. It's really more we approach it like a video game. In that it doesn't do anything for us power wise, but the why it's working as a technology is really interesting. And that
So
has led him to collect guns over the years.
this is kind of fun, and I haven't talked about this on stream before, but not the first time I ever used a gun, but one of the first times I think the first time I ever went shooting, I went with a couple guys from Pugh, and Justin was there. So I was really scared of guns, and so we went shooting. And when I shoot guns, I feel very scared. I feel like, oh my God, that was the most horrifying thing I've ever done. I don't want to do that again. But you just have to keep doing it. I don't know.
When was this?
Oh, this was years ago. This was 2014. I think it was in 2014. Because not everybody, a lot of people here, I don't know. I keep saying things that might be secrets. I don't know if you're supposed to.
Did this predate me? I think it did, didn't
No,
it?
you were there, Justin. No,
Oh, I thought you were referring to someone else because I don't think.
no.
Wait, when was this? I don't remember this at all.
I had red hair. I was.
That doesn't tell
I
me
know.
anything.
It
Wait,
doesn't
you've
tell
had
you
red
anything.
hair?
Yeah, I had red hair briefly for a while. I used to have it all the time, and then I had it briefly again. I think it was 2014. I think it was yeah, I think it was like 5 years ago. But anyway, we went and shot guns. This was pretty cool. It made me less scared.
Was Gus there?
I think so.
Was this at the gun club that Ed has a thing for? Or okay.
Yeah, I was at the gun club in like was it north of Denton?
Oh yes, I
It's
remember
scary.
this now.
I don't like
I'm
anybody
remembering this
shooting while
because
I shoot.
I
I'm
I,
like a
re- I
bowler
remember
that
this.
way. I'm like, don't
I
shoot,
remember
please
this
shoot.
for other reasons.
Um,
In fact, remind me after stream. I'll tell you why I remember it.
okay. Making it weird.
No, it's not weird. It has to do with like. You remember there for a period of time when we weren't really friends,
Yeah.
and you remember why we weren't friends?
Oh,
That's why I remember it.
because nobody likes me.
No, that's not
No. It's just
The one person in particular didn't like you,
that's
and
why.
that's
Yeah,
why.
I remember. Anyway, Justin likes to pretend he's not my real friend, but he is. He likes to call me his work friend. We're friends.
Gronig, you're not too far off there,
You're
actually.
not.
But we all make mistakes.
Nobody is my friend like up here like Alex was my friend. Alec. No, what was his name? God. Aaron. Here I am
Aaron.
like bragging about how good. I have a
Aaron.
migraine. I forgot to mention I have a migraine. So when I get migraines, I get kind of. But yeah, me and old Aaron. Dr. Bob, yes, I will play with basing. That's one thing Michael Collins wants me to get more comfortable with, familiar with, is basing. Stony base. Wash over the gem. Okay, paint the gem. Brilliant red. 1 drop dragon red. 3 drops water. Okay, so I'm going to go back over the gem. We're going to finish this today, y'all. Yeah. I can't have a significant other that doesn't like my friends because I don't have that many friends. I have my circle's like this big. I love people, but I just don't have that many. I'm really exhausted by social activity. I stay home a lot, and that's not a good way to keep friends, unfortunately. Except for my weird ones, like my best friend and I never see each other, but we talk on the phone. We get really exhausted by people trying to like, I don't know. You know how you meet somebody and they always want to go out and do stuff? I don't know. Some people like that. I don't like that. Ooh.
By the way, we're real quick update. We're at 21 subs.
21 subs. Reaper John's gonna get Sir Forescale as a tattoo.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about that, Sadie. I had a dream the other day that I got a new tattoo like 3 nights ago. But I had a dream that I got like lightsabers up and down like my forearms essentially, like crossed lightsabers for some reason.
Can we all get matching tattoos?
As long as they're lightsabers, yes.
No, I want Sir Forescale too.
I want lightsabers.
I kind of want I don't know. I wish Sarah would get a tattoo with me. Sarah's been hanging out here a lot because she's furloughed, and I told her a couple days ago, I was like, I don't ever want you to leave. Hurts. Because Sarah, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but for a while I had like a partner. Sarah and I were like, what are those superhero twins? Is it the Wonder Twins?
Activate?
I don't know. We're like the Witch Mountain twins too. And we called ourselves Wonder Twin Powers Activate. Yeah, exactly. And we called ourselves I don't know where I was going with that.
I like the way your imagination works, Amy. So that's golden.
Oh, you could get Sir Forescale with a makeup brush. That'd be cute. I'd like that. You know what my favorite minis are?
We could get Sir Forescale and then add a flair to it that identifies as us. So, like in your case, it'd be the makeup brush, right?
Yeah. Or a cat.
Koshka.
Yeah. Koshka is my spirit animal. It was a pet I had that passed away that I feel like it's the weirdest story I have. The weirdest, like, if you don't think I'm weird, this is the weirdest story I have. I'm a creep. I don't know if I should tell it or not. Had a spiritual experience when my cat died.
I think you told us about this,
Did I tell you guys about this? And I won't go into it because it's a really sad story. But had this cat. I really loved her. She's real mean cat. And I finally started letting her outside and she was a lot happier. But one night I was at a party, like a gallery studio opening party, and I got home really late and my grandpa hadn't let her in. She was missing. Well, the next day I found like a bunch of grass that had blood on it, and when I touched it, I felt this like presence move up into my arm, and it stayed there for a week. And my boyfriend and I weren't together that long before that. I think we had only been together like 6 months, and I think he was I don't think he was considering leaving me, but I think he thought I was nuts. But I had a weird spiritual experience with this cat. Yeah, outside cats are bad. I will never do it again. It broke my heart. I cried for months. And I couldn't be mad because my grandpa accidentally did it. And it was when my grandpa got diagnosed with cancer. So he had like a lot on his mind. So like I wouldn't cry in front of my grandpa. But I was really upset for a really long time. But anyway, I had a spiritual cat experience. That's why my screen name on a lot of stuff is Koshka or Kuska. Anyway.
I actually know that that's Russian for cat because of you.
Yep.
So
I was really into a Clockwork Orange when I was a teenager, so I wanted something from that. Like I was into kind of like the Russian, I don't know, it's weird.
Were you into A Clockwork Orange, like
The
the
book.
book, or the movie with Malcolm
I mean
McDowell?
both. I liked
Okay.
all of it.
Also, hello, Avelina,
Hello.
or Princess. Better. That's from that's Jimmy's wife.
Oh.
I don't actually know her real name. I realize now. I think I just know her as Princess.
Princess isn't a real name?
I guess it could be.
My palette looks really dry. Okay, Chewy Boots, one thing I did today is I didn't have time to like cut this down. So it's like double layered. I might have made an uh-oh. Ooh. I had a friend that had a raptor nest in his tree on a property. Had to go up and clear it out. He found multiple dog and cat collars. Very sad. It is sad. I think this cat got eaten by a coyote, which makes me like mad at the coyote, but like also coyotes have to eat. I like coyotes. Just overall, it's my fault. It's my bad. I shouldn't have let her outside. I should just let her stay inside and be a bitch. But you live and you learn, right? And yeah, that cat was like my partner. And what's really sad is that I have a cat that's older than her, and she's the sweetest cat in the whole world. But I don't know. Sometimes you bond with asshole animals, and I think it's because they don't like anybody like they like you, and that's like sort of flattering. My boyfriend's like the only other person she ever liked.
Thank you, Jimmy, for the sub.
Thank you. In fact, like my best friend came over with her kid when her kid was like 2, and she's like, I'm worried my kid's gonna pull your cat's tail. And I was like, you really don't need to worry about my cat. And as we were talking about it, the cat ran up and like popped her in the ass, like hard, like pop, pop. She was a Maine Coon, so she was strong. Like, I don't know if you've ever been hit by a strong cat, like no claws or anything, but she's really strong. So yeah, whenever I play like Skyrim and I'm a big scary fighter, I like to be named Koshka. So I feel it's like the meanest spirit that ever existed. Anyway, now that we've gotten conspiracy and spooky, and we've gotten metaphysical and esoteric, where else can we go?
Planner, I think you gave John your Twitch password because he's going crazy.
Yeah.
Where else can we go? We can go right to the palette and get to painting this mini.
Oh, yeah. I get 15 extra. Can I have 20 extra minutes?
Not today. Specifically not today. I've been working on something for Reaper Live tonight. I have to make sure that it's ready.
I don't have
you can go to your normal time of 4:15, but that's it.
Okay, so like I'll talk about paint. I'll be professional. I have a couple ideas, like other than my interview idea. I don't think Adrian wants to be interviewed. Adrian would have been like the best one, but I don't think Adrian wants to. But I was talking to Ed about, you can get on crazy story time with Ed from like anything in the world, but we were talking about how he ran for office in Quanah, Texas. It was the best story ever. And I was like, I've got to interview you and Dave. I would like to have them both, but like a double episode. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be actually just to have like some story time.
And we'd paint. You know what I mean? We could paint with Ed and Dave. Um, and then like so they would both be in on it, but different because Ed and Dave are so different. They're so similar in a lot of ways, but they're so different. They've had different life experiences. Um, and also, I only know this is privileged information because I house sit for them. Um, Reaper Harley has a picture of Ed and Dave when they were kids. They were the cutest kids in the world. They were so precious. If I interview them, I'm gonna really try and get this picture. Hi, Nomad Zeke, because you would not believe how precious they were when they were kids. I mean, like models. So cute. Is that weird?
Um,
No, they are cute, M. Gronig, but I mean, they were like models. They were so precious. Yeah, Adrian's busy getting shit done. Adrian likes to. I talked to Ron. I didn't talk to Adrian about it. I talked to Ron about it because I didn't want to put Adrian like on the spot. But he's like, she just likes to kind of pop in and help. Um, but he said he'd talk to her, but I wouldn't count on it, unfortunately. And I haven't talked to Cindy. Um, Dry brush with base coat color. Somebody help me with this. Why would you base coat one color and then dry brush over it? Maybe
for
it has
layering.
shadows?
No, remember you just layer the paint. That's how it works.
Hold on a minute. Oh, I know how to layer the paint. Sorry this doesn't have that much of me in here. I'm gonna figure this whole scene out. Stony base. Okay, so there is a wash. Okay, so what we did was we did the base coat, then we did a wash, then we're gonna dry brush with the base coat. It doesn't look to have that much detail. I guess it does. Okay, we'll just see. We'll just see if this helps, and if it doesn't, then we'll have to wash it again. So we're gonna go with what did I use? Mountain Stone, maybe? Stony base. No. Okay, 3 parts bleach linen, 1 part ebony flesh. Yeah, subtle differences. Thank you, I may be one. I even thought about Reaper Harley. If Reaper Harley would do an interview. She's busy. She's real busy. Not that we're not all busy. If you've got that on your bingo card, I mean, that's my big one today. What did I say? 3 parts bleach linen, 1 part ebony flesh. Yeah, I think I got a migraine because I didn't eat all day. Yeah. So, 3 parts bleach linen, 1 part ebony flesh. Oh, there's so much fun stuff going on. I've also thought the second thing I want to do, and I don't know how into this people would be, but somebody mentioned that they'd really like to have a stream where we kind of nerd out on paint and color. And I thought about a nice little segment or mini show where we swatch colors. I would like to do it outside of my normal show time, but I don't know how that would work. I might have to do it on my own. But that's such a Reaper thing if I do only Reaper colors. Obviously I would, I don't use anybody else's colors, but yeah, that's something I thought would be kind of fun if we swatch different colors, because as I'm making new colors, I'm trying to be really scientific about it. I'm trying to really, even though we're doing themed colors, I'm really trying to get something different that we don't have. And swatching them all together, it's so fascinating how different they are compared to each other. Like, I know what heather blue looks like. I know what sapphire blue looks like. But I don't know what they look like compared to each other until I swatch them. And it's wild. And that would help because, like, I don't know. It's just so hard to pick what you want to buy, what you want to do. I think it'd be inspiring, like a little inspiration corner. Yeah. I don't know. All right, let's do... Oh, yeah, if we could only order from Pizza Dungeon one day. Whenever we do new things like this, it always feels like it's never ever going to be done. And it's just exciting to be like, yeah, one day there's going to be Pizza Dungeon. Oh, Girls Yeti's son started working at Pizza Hut. Bye Mini Painting Studios. Studio, thank you for popping in. No, I made Dr. Bob. I made new Sophie Silver. I don't think I gave anybody old Sophie Silver just because the label was faded, and I think I just made. I think I made a half gallon of it. I didn't make a whole lot. And then I need to sample out. I have the pink I used to paint my office, which is pretty much like a triad, and that's pretty. And then I'll show you the salmon pants too. Let's see where we're at. I'm about to call this done. I'm about to say if I missed something, I missed it, but it's about done. I'm gonna glaze the hood, the cloak. Oh, there's moss. One part heather blue, one part marigold yellow for moss. I'm finally getting to like full insanity too from this schedule being so weird. I'm like doing everything I want, which is like I stay up all night and I sleep during the day, and I think it makes me nuttier. Like, makes it harder for me to focus, just makes me like a kid in the summer.
I do something similar to that.
Huh?
I said I do something similar to that.
Do you? What do you do?
I stay up all night, and then I wake up the next morning, and then I stay up all night again, and then I just wake up the next morning. I basically never sleep.
That's not good.
Probably average every night. I would say I average probably 4 hours of sleep.
Okay.
I struggle a little bit with insomnia, to be completely honest, and like I feel like when I do something video related, or when I do things that I am passionate about technically, I kind of like John. I'm sure John knows about this too. When you get the ball rolling, it's really hard to get it stopped, especially in my mind.
I've got a graphic that I worked on. I was gonna use like a logo that I made when I started doing this on my own, and when I got on it, I was on it all night. The video stuff I don't know about yet, but the actual like art, digital art, yeah. I can sleep like whenever I want. My boyfriend's kind of jealous of it. I do this move where I rub my feet together, and like I don't even know I'm doing it. But he'll be like, "You're about to go to sleep," and I'll be like, "No, I'm not." And he'll be like, "Yeah, you're paddle boating," is what he calls it. But it puts me right to sleep. I like do this business with my feet. Puts me right to sleep. And I like to do logic puzzles. You ever done a logic puzzle, Justin?
I have. I actually used to love them when I was much younger. And also on a side note, Dr. Bob, that's a future I want to be a part of, where no one wears pants.
Somebody asked a question about, are there any colors in the Reaper line that are discontinued that you would want to make?
Phthalo green.
Well, that's not discontinued. That is coming. It is coming.
Oh, okay.
It's not coming in the... I would love it if we like restructured the line and had all the clears together and whatever. But the reason we can't is because people have old product and we can't change the number. It won't scan. It would be a nightmare. Yeah, but I'm looking at a pro paint metallic. I'm looking at bringing back a pro paint metallic that somebody recently asked about. Um, and yeah, I mean, in my fantasy world, we would have them all. We would do like um, yeah, we would do like a grand recontinuing and n- no, it's a blue metallic though. It's a blue silver. And no promises, obviously. I just like to throw stuff out here. But I showed Ed, and Ed was like, "Yeah, I like that." Um, Non Zero Value said, if you draw their name, you can give it to. Um, I think it is Blue Steel Grazieti. I'm not sure about that though. I think it is. I would have to get it out. I basically found like a stash of pro paints, and I'm shaking them, and what's really cool is unless they are very, very dried out, they shake back. They come back. Okay, and then I'm going to glaze this real quick and we're going to call it done. We're going to do the last mini next time. It's not Sky Steel. Um, can't make a Sky Steel, unfortunately. Yes, there is a giveaway Rings Raccoon. It's Sophie Silver. Oh yeah, I was gonna swatch that for you guys. Now I don't know which one's Sophie Silver. I think it's this one. Yeah, I maybe one says as long as you shake it once a year, it's good. Oh, Grazieti, you're lucky with those HD paints. I'll always consider if somebody's like, hey, I'm really in love with this one paint and I need to make something similar. I'll always be open to, like I said, making something similar. No, Dr. Bob, I don't think that Sky Steel could ever be. It could be made. It could be like a reverse engineered, like an alien spacecraft. Let me glaze that. What's it called? That cloak. I'm about done with this mini. She's about finished. Let's dry brush the moss. I did that. I did her little face. I did eyes on this one, guys. These are my first eyes. And I'm pretty proud of them. And how I got better is when I was I need to take this away. That's what it's doing. When I was experimenting with my platinum blonde, I was painting a Sophie and I painted her over and over again. I mean, I know it's nothing to brag about, but God, they're creepy little asses. She looks crazy, but there are eyes. Thanks. I think it's the flake. Without getting like too deep into it, I think it's the flake. It's like she follows you. Her skin looks chalky. I mean, there are things I could definitely critique about this. But we're growing, we're learning. With my next mini and what I paint in the future, one thing I really want to focus on is trying to keep the paint like off of the stuff I've already painted. But overall, I mean, not every mini is going to be your favorite. Oh no, it's not my first mini, Sharky in the Tent. Thank you, Carwin. Oh, class from Mocha at ReaperCon. That's a good idea. No, what number mini is this of mine? I can like parade out my minis actually because I've got them all on my shelf. Or maybe not all of them, but I've got a lot of them. Okay, these are my first learn to paint kit. I'll go back out. Mango Timur. Yeah, exactly. This is actually my favorite. I really like this sculpt. It's mystical and neat. So I'm gonna run a couple minutes late, Justin, but I'm gonna be almost there. Then I've got some like unfinished, and I've got a couple chibis that weren't a part of this. Sorry. Then I got this was my practice skeleton I did while I was doing the Learn to Paint Kit 1. And then this is his little buddy, the Reaper. A little bit of his paint's rubbed off because I touch him. Thanks, Dr. Bob. Thanks, Jimmy the Brush. I like him. I have a little diorama with him. This is the skeleton. These are like, they're so cute together. I love the chibis. This is my sylph. She's not done, but I like her. This is my creepy alien koala. I don't remember who it was, but we were talking about how my cat's dumb, and the vet was like, you don't need her to do your taxes. At least you don't need her to do your taxes. She's there to be cute. And somebody said, at least we don't need this koala to do our taxes. And then my kangaroo that was supposed to look like Kanga from the 100 Acre Wood. This is my circle of friends. My buddies. Yeah, I do love the Bonsylvanians. And then my honey started the werewolf. So he's up there with them too. But yeah. Going on my knick-knack shelf. But that's that. These are my little friends here. I'll add Ingrid the gnome. She's gonna become friends with these guys. So here is the Sophie Silver. This is what we're giving away. It is a pretty transparent white with like a silver sheen to it. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Oh, and then one more thing I'll show you is my like Justin Salmon pants prototype. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Where are you, Justin? You good? You here? You making it?
I'm here.
Okay. I got so many swatches, guys. I've got swatches for days. Okay. I think these are my Justin Salmon pants colors. What do you think, Justin? Do those look like your salmon pants? A little pinker?
Let me see. Oh, the bottom one?
You like
Are those
the
the
bottom
same
one?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom one is more accurate probably to what it is now, because the bottom one looks a little less saturated and a little more faded,
Yeah, that's what
unless
I'm
it's just a
thinking.
thinner coat. The bottom one looks more accurate, yeah.
I'm thinking this, but maybe a little bit more more dusty.
When I bought them, they looked more like the one on top there, and then now they look more like the one on bottom.
I don't mean this offensive, but those pants look like something somebody else bought you.
Excuse me? Are you trying to say I don't have a sense of fashion?
No.
I don't usually wear pants. Just be thankful that you ever saw me in salmon pants.
We've got a dress code here at Reaper Miniature. You have to wear pants.
You can't make me wear pants.
We did have a little shorty shortser. We won't get into that. I wish I could gossip.
You know what's funny is you remember there for like 2 years when we couldn't wear shorts to work ever?
Yeah, because we all had to be prepared to like go into casting at any given moment.
Oh no, before that. We're talking like probably between 2015 to 2000. Yeah, because of Victor.
Yeah.
That change came because of me, by the way. I'm the reason why Reaper couldn't. People who worked at Reaper for 2 years there couldn't wear shorts, and it's not because I like lobbied against it. It's because when I was building one of those shelves, I back when in my manual labor Reaper days, when I was building one of the shelves we store stuff on.
Uh huh.
I dropped one of the metal pieces and it slashed into my shin. And I mean, it produced a reasonable amount of blood, but like I just went to the first aid kit, wiped it up, put like 6 or 7 band-aids and some gauze on it, some tape, and went back to my job. I didn't complain, didn't none of that stuff. Did not do any of that. I was perfectly okay with it, and Victor blew it out of proportion.
Now, I've never known Victor to blow anything out of proportion.
Oh gosh, here we go.
I love Victor.
That was tongue in cheek. In case to the people who didn't pick up on that, that was completely tongue in cheek.
I won't go too deep into this because we gotta go, but we did this like archery. We go through kicks around here, and there was this archery kick where they were like on the other side of the building shooting bow and arrow, and Victor was like, "Yeah, I'm just
I still shoot. Thank you.
okay, all right." Victor was like, "I'm just gonna hop on and do this real quick, like without any experience." And he like, what did he do? Was it the
Oh, I'll tell you exactly what he did. He fired a compound bow, act as if he had ever done it before.
right
And it was on my compound bow, and he was doing it to look like he was,
Robin Hood?
strong and manly, and Robin Hood, like he always did everything. And he fired it. Not only did he fire it, but he fired it without a release, which is what you're not supposed to do, especially at 60 or 70 pounds. It had an arrow in it, but when he released it, basically that 60 or 70 pound compound arrow slapped into his forearm.
It was
And
nasty.
created a baseball sized, fluid filled, gross thing on his forearm. And you know what? He deserved every bit of that.
I know I'm just a pretend doctor, but I would thought that was like a hematoma. But speaking of walking it off and rubbing some dirt on it, he walked it off and rubbed some dirt on it like nothing I've ever seen before. And to me, that made up for the dumbassery that got him into it. So anyway.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen, by the way, with compound bows. If you follow the normal way that you shoot them, you'll never hit your forearm because they don't function like traditional bows in that sense. Like you don't slap you don't have to wear bracers with them. That's what I mean, or an arm guard. So
Well,
he just didn't know what he was doing, and he wanted to pretend like he did.
oh my god. Well, guys, we did it. We finished Ingrid. We didn't finish her exactly like we should have, but we finished her. Next time, I'll have a list of minis. I think James and I are planning on starting what we're going to do, which is essentially going to be like painting platinum a little later. I think we're going to do it on Thursdays, and we're just going to paint with the same paints. I'll start back again with core skills, so we'll just use the core skills palette and similar minis, and we'll start that way. And hopefully, crossing our fingers, hopefully it'll be a little easier to follow because I'm not just painting by myself and going at my own pace, which is real slow. Oh, on stream only.
Also,
when I paint alone, I really get it done. Go ahead.
by the way, Miss Sadie, I just drew the winners.
Winners! Who's our winners? Who are our winners?
Our winners are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say them, and I'm gonna announce them. I'm gonna say their names first, and then I'm gonna announce them in chat.
Okay.
All right. So our 4 winners are ZanderKain, DocStitch, goblinlove, and Whitehamma. Hamma.
Congrats, guys. You're going to go ahead and email giveaways at reapermini.com. Include the show you won, your name, Twitch handle in the subject and in the body, exactly how you spell it, and then your shipping address, because we're actually going to be shipping you something. It's going to be Sophie Silver, this color right here.
Also, if you guys don't already, don't forget to follow us at the top of the screen you're watching on there, please. Follows are free, and they help the channel out a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, sub is optional, but if you'd like to do that too, we're not going to stop you, right, Sadie?
Yeah, and then join us tonight for Reaper Live.
Our big premiere, most highest rated show on Twitch on the internet, according to Ron.
Yeah.
Big asterisk there.
Yeah. So it's going to be me and the boys. Oh, and I heard you guys talking about my grandpa and me and my family last time. It was really sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we care.
Yeah, I know you guys do. That's really sweet. We're making it. We're pulling through. So I'm glad to be back. But yeah, that's our show. We did it. We did Ingrid the Gnome. She didn't look as good as I pictured her in my mind's eye, but next time we're going to be doing this fellow right here. He is a pirate. And we're going to be working with some darker skin, muscles, and pants. Short pants. So,
Capris.
join us next time for this old guy.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Outside of that, yeah, the show tonight is in an hour and a half. From now, in case you just want to count down. It's also in the stream timer below the stream that we count down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Sadie, do you want to find us another raid for today? I like letting you guys choose. I'm giving you a little more freedom to choose because you choose some interesting stuff sometimes.
Thank you, Impit. And I've been
avoid dinosaur pottery again.
I've been really trying to pick not just what I would like, because what I would like isn't what everybody else likes.
Well, on the upside of things, people are completely welcome to to just leave the stream if they don't want to watch it. So I mean, from other people, that is. So feel free, if there's something you like and it's not crazy explicit, we can give it a shot.
Yeah.
People can always, like I said, if they like it, they like it.
I don't understand Twitch. Like, it doesn't seem like much is going on there, but I know there is. Oh, there's me. Here I am. It was an off day, guys. I'm sorry. But I got it all in. I got all the spooky and conspiracy and art and plans, new ideas. Ooh. What is this? This looks like, I don't think it's sculpting, but it looks like sculpting. Gesture drawing. There's a lot of like anime boobies.
I was gonna say, honestly, I feel like the art channel, the top 20 at any given time, 19 are just either sculpting or digitally drawing anime boobies.
Okay, so this girl,
or anime butts, you name it.
This girl is 3D sculpting, and I think she's using the headphones that I just ordered.
Even better. What's her name?
Hold on a minute. I just want to pop in and check it out. Oh, she's got pink hair. I like her a lot. She looks nice. And she can cook over 5 meals, according to this little bio. It's Gee or G-E-E-E. It's _ G-E-E-E. And she's in, she's got those pink headset. It's got a little boobies, but they're covered. And y'all are grown. It's like a bust. I like ZBrush. I want to play with ZBrush.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and raid. It's G.
Yeah. So enjoy. She looks nice. She looks like a nice lady. Got pretty hair.
But don't forget, spread the Reaper love. Tell her all about miniatures. Maybe she'll start painting some. Tell her how awesome the hobby is. Stuff like that. Yeah. Outside of that, anything else you want to say real quick before we go to the raid?
No, I'll see y'all in a little bit. It's been fun. It's been real. Thanks for sticking in. Hanging in. Sticking around. Whatever.
Thank you guys very much. You guys have a great rest of your day. And yes, hopefully we'll see you in an hour and a half. And maybe it'll start on time. Let's be honest, that never really happened.
All right, we love you guys.
See you guys.
Mwah. Are you looking at this, Justin?
Do what?
She's got a cute little mushroom guy that just popped up. She looks really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this lady. Get
Yeah.
after it.
I'll drop a sub bomb for you.
Yeah. Yeah. She's happy. I like girls better than guys. Guys are mean.
Hey, I like to raid. I liked it. Yeah.
Girls are nice and prettier.